Hello traders and welcome to the free video. I just want to look at the main indices. Let's just see if we can decipher where we are heading. And on the weekly chart here you can see on the left we have a reversal bar. Now look at what we've done in this Dow. I've just boxed this price action here since mid-November. So for 5 months, with the exception of 2 weeks here and 2 weeks here, we have stayed in this range of 16,600 to just under 16,000. Okay, a 600-point range in 5 months. Okay, so where are we going to go for here? Well, in previous topping bars here, we have at least dipped into the bottom of the box. So that's what I'm looking for this time here. If you now look at the daily chart, I had the daily fibs on this move here. The high of the very last trading day in 2013 and the low of the end of February. We've struggled with this 2013 high. We made a lower high here, I made a slightly lower low here. This is struggling, this is toppy. We have a potential shoulder, head, shoulder, and this is the neckline. So we're literally, for me, just about on the neckline. It doesn't really matter where the neckline is. The point is that we are very weak. So if we close below 16,300 in the early part of the week, and particularly 16,200 at the end of the month, which is Wednesday, then I think it bodes well for a drop into at least this area here. Let me just get back to that weekly a second. I've earmarked this top of the box from last year. This box was formed in October, from April last year, so 12 months ago, to November last year, October, November. So I think we're going to come at least to the top of that box, which will be a retest of this weekly hammer from February 3, which would put us round about the 16,750 to 15,750 to 16,000 mark. But all the time above the 50 EMA, it's harder to call. But we are certainly, at the moment, the highs are selling. Report season, the fundamentals have actually not been too bad. We've got non-farm payroll on Friday, so that's the big drive. We could end up moving sideways, just bobbing around in this range here for the rest of the week, and then non-farm payroll could give us a decision. It's projected to be good. We're looking for a good figure on non-farm payroll, so we may just bounce off the 16,003 or 16,200 and then run, but that's not what I'm looking for at the moment. The sentiment in the market is very weak. That's the reversal bar and the weekly bar, so I would look for further weakness, at least those lower levels that I've looked at. The Nikkei has got a 50 and 200 cross above it. We've struggled, so we had a big drop from early April into mid-April, and we faded the 50 and 200, which is now crossed, and that is a red bar for the weekly bar, but we're on the weekly 50 EMA. So there's quite a good pivotal area there, 14,240. But we spent last week hitting that wall of 14,570 and failed it. Alright, so what I'm planning on doing is looking to get short at this level here. At this stage, not risking too much. I would look to get short at Wednesday's low, if it gives me a chance. I'm not sure it's going to give me a chance. I may have to short lower than that. May have to short there about the 16,440 area, and because I'm above the 50 EMA, I'm not going to risk much capital. I'm going to stick my stop above that 16,500 and then see if that can close lower. But because it's non-farm payroll at the back end of the week, I'm expecting a lot of drop. I'm typically in on a big week like that, they would take it to where they don't want it to go, and then assuming the figure's as good as they think it's going to be, then they'll zip it up. And I've been talking in the room about the possibility of just one, although we are very, very weak here, talking about the possibility of at least one last leg up into this area here before we start to get into summer doldrums. So we are very, very close to summer doldrums. So if this fib level here holds and we get a good non-farm payroll, we may break this resistance. That will become support and then go and test 17,000. But close under 16,300 and we are in big trouble, short-term trouble, because that's where the monthly pivot is for me as well. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we're just going to go into some detail on the Forex pairs as a big potential move in one particular Forex pair. Talk about it in the premium video. Alright, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of your weekend.